Welcome to another episode of the Life Creative Podcast. This is a show dedicated to helping you get the most from your creativity, offering you inspiration, suggestions, and discussion. So let's get on with the show. What's up, everybody? So we are finally in December of 2020. My goodness. We just can't wait to get 2020 behind us, can we? I've seen some great t-shirts and mugs and everything else, by the way, with some 2020 memes, and there's just some great stuff being created by people out there, but so eager to get 2020 behind us. And it's a shame, really, because I love the holiday season at the end of the year, and I really want that to go slowly because I enjoy that, but at the same time I want to get past 2020. Anyway, this week I was watching a video of, and I'm going to try and pronounce this name correctly, Harumi Tanaka, who is a wonderfully masterful fountain pen creator. It's fascinating. I was watching this video as he took the raw materials and created this, handcrafted fountain pen, which was just fascinating. And during the video, towards the end, the person videoing was obviously doing a few questions and just sort of a little mini interview with him. And they were asking about, how so many people seem to hold their breath at vital moments, right? And so he was saying that, people seem to hold their breath when they're working on the outside edge of the barrel of the pen to help them focus and make sure they get it smooth and things like that. And as I was watching this, and as he was saying that, it got me to thinking, and I realized that I do the same thing at some critical moments, and I'm betting you do as well, even if you have not noticed it. And what you should do is you should stop and observe yourself and see if you do. So I wanted to give a few examples of times that I find that, and I'm sort of laughing to myself now, but times that I find that I'm holding my breath as I really need to focus down and focus in on something. So I came up with this short little list I'm going to give you here of times that I do it, and see if any of these ring a bell with you. So when I'm just about to hit the publish button on something like a blog post, a video, podcast like this one, for example, or pushing an app update to the store in particular, I find myself sort of holding my breath a little bit, and it draws me in, right? Another one, and this one in particular, is when I'm taking a close-up or a macro photo. Now, I always set my camera, right? It's going to be on a tripod if it's a macro, something like that. And I'll use the built-in timer so that I'm not touching the camera when I push the button to reduce vibration, because macro picks up the slightest little thing. But even then, it's so funny, I hold my breath as I'm pushing that button and sort of sit back from the camera so that there's no micro vibrations from like my body or my breathing or my heartbeat or anything like that being translated into the camera, which can be crucial on those, massive macro shots and things like that. Another one, which is slightly humorous for this time of year, I guess, the holiday season, is committing to a big purchase, which is a little strange, but I bet you do it as well, right? When you're about to hit that button or hand over that card and say, look, take a whole bunch of my money, I bet there's that moment where you stop and maybe just catch that breath just a little bit and say, is this right? Is this the thing I want to do? And you sort of, your brain quickly analyzes it and then it's like, yep, okay, and you hand it over. And so that's kind of one. And the last one is hiding from a lion and hoping it doesn't notice me. Well, okay, that hasn't happened yet. But I guarantee you, if I was hiding from a lion and I didn't want you to notice me, I'm going to be holding my breath, right? And not only that, but I'm going to be holding my breath before I make a bloody quick run for it. So, just a funny one on the end. But not just lions, any large cat, I'm going to hold my breath, whatever you want it to be, right? But the thing here is, I'm betting you do this too, and you maybe haven't realized it. Holding our breath brings us in with like an inner focus, I think is the way to describe it. And it's funny enough, a lot of people do it that I've spoken with, and they're like, yeah, I do that too. And so it's like, oh, okay, I'm not crazy. And all of this came from this video that I'll put a link in the show notes for. You should watch the video. If you ever want to be inspired by someone creating something with their hands, the dedication of Harumi on this video of making fountain pens is fascinating. And in general, I found that I love watching a lot of videos, normally on YouTube, of people making things with their hands. I got a friend of mine who does the most amazing pens and work with wood in his home studio. And I'll put a link to his channel as well. Shout out to Todd on that. I just love watching people make things. It's so inspiring. So that's it for this week. Let me know what you think, right? Go to the comments. What do you hold your breath for? What's something that makes you stop and pull in that inner focus? With that, I will speak to you next time. Have fun and stay safe.